DIY, football, DIY. What does she make me do? DIY. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be showing you how to fit these black nickel tie backs. The curtains we're dealing with today are these long drapes, and we're going to get started by measuring from the top of the windowsill to the ground, which is 31 inches. Now we know the height of the windowsill. The tie back's going to be situated 12 inches vertical from the top of the windowsill. We're going to take this measurement now, 12 inches up, and we're going to make a first marker here. Now we've made the first pencil mark, we're going to take a measurement from the inside of the window out, which is 4 inches, and we're going to make a second pencil mark. This mark is going to be where the tie back is going to be situated. Now making the second mark, we're going to have a quick look underneath the tie back. Where the tie back and the second mark is going to line up is just around about here. So we're going to have to make a third mark. Our third mark is where the first screw is going to sit. Now some people have suggested to me to start your first screw guide hole 4 inches away from the inside of the window. That would be a mistake for this particular tie back, because you need that little bit of distance to enable you to have a good gathering of your curtain, having a bit of a gap from the window to the start of the actual tie back itself. Now your markers and guidelines are in place, try and get hold of a spirit level. It's very important you get these markers and lines exactly right. If you're going to invest in some beautiful tie backs, you want a perfect finish. The last thing you want is your tie back hook is to be crooked. Make sure your screw holes are perfectly level, as even the smallest imperfections will be noticeable on the finish. My third marker is going to be made 4.7 inches away from the window frame. This is where our first screw is going to be situated. So from this third marker, you can use your tie back, place it on the wall, and you'll know where your fourth mark is going to be. Just use the screw holes and the tie back and mark out precisely where your first and second screw is going to be situated. So let's refresh. It's going to be 12 inches upwards from the top of the frame. That's for the height of where your tie back is going to be situated. 4 inches away from the window frame, that's where your tie back is going to start. And around about 4.7 inches away from the window frame, that's where your first screw is going to start. And from that point, you can use your tie back as a stencil for your second screw. I'm just going to check the guideline is level, and yep, perfect. Now it's time to get drilling. With this wall, it's almost solid, so today we're going to be using a masonry drill part. Make sure you know the materials you're drilling into and match it with the same drill part, such as wood, metal or masonry. Otherwise you'll end up using the wrong drill part, such as a wood drill part, drilling a hole in the wall, and it may snap and could possibly be stuck in that hole. So now I'm going to make a guide hole using a small drill bit. Then I'm going to go in with a precise drill part later on. So let's make some holes. After making the first guide holes for smaller drill part, I'm now going to match the screws provided with the precise and correct drill part. With the raw plug partially inserted, we're just going to tap it in without making any damage to the outside of the hole or the wall. Now all the holes have been drilled and the raw plugs put into the wall, it's time to put the tie hooks onto the wall. Now just a quick note, make sure you take the ends of the tie hooks, because you will not be able to access the screws to put the tie hook on the wall. On the end of the tie hook, you'll see there's a little small screw. You simply unscrew it and the end should just then pull off. With the raw plugs now inserted and the end took off the end of the curtain hook, we have now just placed it onto the wall gently, inserted the screws slightly, ready to screw into the wall. So today I'm going to be using this allister MSS D36 electronic cordless screwdriver. I'll leave a link in the end of the video of the unboxing and review, plus a link in the description of where to buy this from. I think I bought this for around about £10, which is pretty good. And yeah, it's not done me wrong ever since. As well as this video, I'll leave a link for a tripod mount that I recently bought. Obviously I'm not using it today, which could have come in handy. I haven't got it with me, but I'll leave a link for this tripod. It is really good for the price. I think I bought it for around about £7.50. So yeah, check that out, and I'll personally leave a link in the description for that too. So let's get back to it and let's screw this sucker in. With the hook now put in place, we can now attach the finishing end. Make sure the small screw is not visible but accessible. Use a small screwdriver and tighten the small screw up, preferably at an angle and so that the screw isn't visible. Now with your tieback hook in place and everything tightened up, you just simply have to put the curtains behind into the precise gathering. And enjoy. Please leave a like, please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Peace!